Commission resumes. Mr. Mpofu, is your witness in a position to continue?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. Much appreciated. Mr. Mchamba, just before we go ahead, during the break you indicated to me that you had mixed up the names of the settlements. Can you, of the informal settlements, can you just explain to the Commission which what you said was that how you described it remains the same, but it was just the name that you had mistaken.
Power station.
The shack settlement on the left side of the power station, that is facing the second copy.
Copy 3.
Oh no, copy 3. It's called Skirlek. Not Stormhaze or the other one known as Sonner or Nkani.
Okay. What I'm going to ask you now isn't it necessarily a reflection on the witness, but did you remind him he was still under oath when we
still under oath, Chairperson.
Okay, thank you. As the Chairperson said, that's not contentious. Another witness had confirmed that people were being blocked from, or rather, some people were going into that place. So you are saying it's called Skirlek.
That's right.
Okay, fine. Then oh yes, the other thing that I wanted to ask you before we go back to scene 2 was you already testified that on the 15th you were not carrying a weapon. Or on the 16th, what were you carrying?
15 ka usiyapha ungazi ubungaphathanga nto wena. Nge-16 ka uphindela ubuphethe ntoni? I still did not carry anything.
Okay, fine. Now let's go back to where we were, which is copy 2. You had already just described that you were hiding next to some rocks and so on. Later on, I will show a video where you describe this, but I just want us to finish with the statement first. At this place that you've just described, were you on your own or were there other workers?
There's quite
a number of us there, other workers there, not me alone. Some others were hiding behind the shrubs there, the trees. The majority of us, between 100 and 200, were hiding behind between the rocks. There were many.
Okay. Now, while you were there next to those rocks, what then happened?
As we were hiding there, Chairperson, there was a water cannon behind the rocks facing in our direction, which was flashing water from time to time.
What was the color of the water that it
colorless?
There were changes. There was one time flashing with some purple-colored water, and then again it would be ordinary water that is colorless.
Okay. Right. What else, except for the water, was happening?
On the other side of the rocks, there were police standing there.
besingakwazi uwabona bona kodwa besiva ngenqadubula bengapha
We only had the shooting coming from that side. We could not see the policemen.
bekuvakala ibullet ezibetha phezu kwamatye and then
We had bullets, shots being fired, and the bullets hitting the rocks.
besiguqe phansi kwala matye cankwamala
We were kneeling down below these rocks.
ithe va kwexesha abanye bemane besiza bebalekela apha kuthi kule ndawo sisifihle kuyo.
After some time, people kept on coming to this place where we were hiding.
Ndikhumbula kakuhle kunomnye umfuyo waze baleka wazuchoba apha ecangwam.
I remember one who came running and came to kneel next to me.
Wandicela ebe nenxebe lapha kubonakala ingathi udutyilwe apha ehlanzini.
On the arm, upper arm, he indicates the right-hand side. He had a wound, which looked like a bullet wound.
Wandicela ukuthi ndimbophe ngoba ebephuma igazi.
He was bleeding. He asked me to bandage the wound.
Ndambopha ngenantsiya ngejezi yakhe.
I did so using his jersey.
Elo xesha ke kwabe kuvakala ingxolo kakhulu yezibhamu ikhala kuthiwa macala wonke.
Sound of gunfire, Mr. Chairperson, at that time had become more from all sides.
Bokuvakala abanye ngathi badubula belapha kufitshana abanye badubula kweli cala.
Some of the bullets sounded as though the people were shooting from quite near, and some were shooting from the other side.
Ithe eva kwexesha omnye wabasebenzi wathi ukuthi masixhomeni madoda.
One of the workers said to us, "Let us get armed."
No, sixhome.
Oh, I am sorry to have used the word. It is ambiguous. In this case, the comma means to let us surrender. I think he said it twice. Shouting above the noise that was there. He was the first one to raise up his arms. He was in front of the group that was with me. He raised his hands. As he was raising his hands, he was shot our hands on the heads. They made us lie down on the ground, Chairperson. They kept on telling us to turn around as we were lying there, searching us and losing the clothing that we had on to see if we did not have any weapons we were hiding. But at the time that we emerged from the place where we were hiding, we saw some others who did not come out. We did not know whether they were injured or had died.
All right. Then you say then you had taken after the realizing that some of the people could not move out and they might have been dead or injured. Where were you taken?
When emva koko senibona abanye abaphumi bonzakele kanene baswelekile wena uyiswaphi.
Kuye kwathi sihambe so phansi siye ngase ezi yipho ezilayisha abantu.
We were instructed to crawl on all fours towards the hippos, the armored vehicles which were there.
Apho ke kulapha abantu bebaninzi bebethwa ke thathwe izinduku abanye bebethwa ngezinduku bemane bebuzwa ukuthi.
I saw some people being hit, the kiddies taken from them, they were hit and were being asked. They were asking, where is the Sangoma, and such questions. We were told that we are useless, we killing police who have done nothing wrong, that we are killing government people. They said if it was in some other country, they would pour petrol on us and set us alight.
abanye besithi abanye bengathi ba compete omnyethi hayi ndimdubule kwelicala benithi ndimthatha ngapha wona bese umdubule kwelicala.
They were talking, Chairperson, as though they were competing. One was saying I shot him from this side, one was saying I shot him from this side.
Emva koko ke basiqabelisa ezintweni ezi because
after we were loaded onto these vehicles known as hippos, the nyalas.
So, yeah, can you just tell you said they were making those kinds of remarks. Can you tell the commission what kinds of remarks you overheard from the policemen?
Uthi bebathetha ezizinto abayakhompyutha yintoni le bebazithetha kawuxelela iCommission?
Amapolisa bejonga bebeme phambi jonga silele phansi.
As we're lying
singabulela amapolisa
and
lomthwetha abantu basebenzisa umthi ba
also saying that we had used muti thinking that we would be able to kill the police. Quite a lot of things were said there.
All right. And did they say anything about the manner in which the people were shot, or what they had done in the process of shooting people?
I had some. They were standing next to where I was. They were talking in the Sesotho language. I was saying I thought I was taking him from this side, whereas we had already taken him from the other side. Taking him I was taking him with a small gun, and whereas we had taken him with a big one.
Right. Okay. How long? Well, how much time did you spend lying down there?
About 3 hours.
If I have to estimate, Chair, it was a long time, about 3 hours or so. Because when we left there, it was dark already.
You and many other people were then arrested. If I may mention, Chairperson, that Mr. Chairperson, I was trying to catch your attention. Yeah. Yes.
I was listening, but I was...
Yes. Thank you, Chairperson. Yes.
Nice to see your faces.
Yeah. No, it's fine. No, I was saying, Chairperson...
You'd like to be spared.
Thank you, Chairperson. I want to say Mr. Chamba is accused number 241 in the case of the 270.
Which number who accused number 241 kwababantu babosh.
Right. It's also common cause that after that you were taken to Lonmin premises at number 1 shaft near thereabouts.
Na thathwa ke nayiswa phaya number 1 shaft phaya eLonmin kumhlaba kaLonmin. It is so, sir.
When how much longer time? You said you spent about 3 hours at near the copy, and then how much? When were you then taken to a police station?
Phaya ngasentabeni nahlaliswa phakathi kwezipho ixesha elingaba ze-hour ezintathu phaya ke kwaLonmin ixesha labangakanani phela.
Elonmin palm office sifike samiswa ixesha elide sime phakathi kwezalori singazi bakwenzakala ntoni ngaphandle.
We were standing in those trunks for quite some time on the Lonmin premises, not knowing what was happening outside.
Sithe sacela na abanye bephethwe imichambo befuna uye e-toilet njalo.
We made pleas. Some of us wanted to relieve themselves, going to the toilets.
Basinqabela uba use
they refused us, and some had to use the openings through which those hippos to urinate. It was towards the early hours of the morning.
yakhona basifaka ngeline sibhaliswa istatement.
We were then taken in a line to make statements.
Sa ithe xa ekuseni sakhona sithathwa mina ndathathwa ndasiwa police station yaseBethani.
It was the morning that we were taken away. I was taken to the police station at Bethany.
Abanye basiwa kwezinye indawo ezihlukahlukene.
Some others were taken to different other places.
Right. Okay, it's also not contested that you were then, the group, when I say you now, I mean the plural, you were then charged, or rather you were visited by a group of lawyers in my team.
Where's Amagweta Apoguni?
Kodwa ikunjalo then.
It is correct, yes.
Kodwa into eyenzakela kuqale kwafika amapolisa.
But what happened first is the police came.
Yes.
Kuthiwa ndiyazi uba zi-investigators okanye zintoni.
I don't know, they were referred to as investigators also.
Bafika basibhalisa istatement.
They took statements from us.
Ithe emva koko kwaza i-lawyers zethu.
It was only there after that our lawyers came.
Yes. And before the lawyers and the investigators you've mentioned arrived, what was happening with the group of people you were with at Bethany Police Station?
Kuelicela wawunalo pha eBethany Police Station phambi kokuba kufike ama-investigators nama-lawyer enu kwenzeka ntoni?
Into yokuqala nxa sifike eBethany sifike sabanjiswa idonga pha.
On arrival at the Bethany Police Station, we were told to put our hands against the wall and stand there.
Saphinde sasetshwa nxa ungathi
Again, we were searched. And if one was seen not to be holding the wall, would be slapped and kicked and searched. And our phones, to take our phones and put them on the ground. We were then put in police cells. There were no sponges, there were not sufficient sponges in the police station. It was said that police station wasn't being used by many people. We were given blankets and were sleeping on the floor. The toilets were also not working, they were not flushing. There was water running around and the place was filthy. We were kept there for the whole day without any food. We were told there's no food. Arriving in the morning, we only had a meal at about 7 in the evening. They came again to the cells the following day. Again, we were made to hold onto the wall. People were being hit and kicked. If one would resist instructions being given, it would be hit much more than the others. Some of the people who were together with us in the cells had already been injured from the mountain, and that is how they were still. Okay. We were locked up together with them in the cells too, although they were injured.
Okay, thank you. Chairperson, if I can just inquire if the pictures are ready.
You want to show the section of the carte blanche program, do you?
No, Chairperson, not yet. I just wanted to show just what is testifying about that some of the people came with injuries from the mount, from the copy.
Well, if you have the video that you want to, if you want me to adjourn, you want me to adjourn now to check that all the material you want to show us is available, or
no,
I was proposing to take the adjournment a little bit later, but I'm in your hands.
I mean 20.
Chairperson, let me just check, Craig. they ready? No? Okay, yes, Chairperson, it looks like the photos are not ready. If we can take a chance.
We're going to take the tea break.
Bazawulungisa imifanekiso esizobonisa yona emva
We'll
kwe-tea
then run
break.
straight through until
Thank you.
1 o'clock.
Thanks, Chairperson.
If you are not ready in quarter of an hour, trying to get us back in quarter of an hour is not always easy because there are things to attend to in chambers. But
All things being equal, what time are we coming back, Chairperson?
if you're not, I was proposing to postpone to adjourn for quarter of an hour. But it's not always easy to get that done because there are things that have to be attended to and so on.
Thanks.
But if you're not ready after quarter of an hour, please let me know.
I will be, Chairperson.
Sawuthatha ikota ye-hour balungise kakuhle.
15 minutes.
Without the first part.
There's IP statements, isn't it?
Yes. Oh, yeah, I should have submitted that one.
It's not an exhibit
I
yet.
said the go slow. Each says that is just slow. There's no go. Hello? Okay, Jan. Answer court. Ban. Ban? Okay, sure. All right. Hey, yeah, could be some kakul.
Hey.
Sure.
Oh, you end your stress. Will we ever finish?
No.
One day, practice. We'll get there as well.
Yes, I'll see